Presenting to you a very fascinating business case study between two Indian business giants, the Reliance Industries Limited and the Tata Group. These two Fortune 500 companies have quite a different approach to capitalistic business model, and even while executing management differently, they both haven't really failed to deliver excellent products and services with their endless effort to tap into unventured markets along with strategies that have brilliantly worked for them. Unlike Reliance Industries, the Tata Group has a long-held history of business lineage. The former is less than a century-old establishment, whereas the latter is more than a century and a half old. This research aims to study the difference between the Reliance Industries Limited and the Tata Group. Though both of their businesses have strong element of capitalism, which kind of makes these companies similar. For those of us who aren't familiar with the word capitalism, it simply means businesses owned by private entities and who have the right to earn as much as possible. Capitalism doesn't have a definite definition and varies with time and place. It became popular after a Scottish economist, Adam Smith, in around 1776 reasoned out in his book Wealth of the Nation that self-interest motivates people to put their resources to the best use. Therefore, self-interest was more to do with personal interest rather than what the government insisted or wanted. Dhirubhai Ambani, the founder of Reliance business empire, was born during the time the British ruled India in the year 1932. His father was a village school teacher in the state of Gujarat. His parents provided him and his siblings with moderately modest lifestyle. While he was around 17 years old, he worked as a clerk at the largest transcontinental trading firm called A. Bays and Corporation, earning Rs 300 per month in the Western Asian country of Yemen, which was also a British colony then. After India's independence, Ambani returns to Bombay in 1958 and starts business trading in spices. With the integration of synthetic textile business, he solely focuses on textile and in 1966 opens the Reliance Textile Mill. If you remember, only behemoth With policy of backward integration and diversification, the company later invests in petrochemicals, plastics, and power generation. When nationalized banks shied away from financing the company, Dhirubhai Ambani takes Reliance public. Eventually, in the mid-1980s, his two sons, Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, are given the responsibility to run one of India's largest private sector enterprise. The founder of Tata Group, Jamshedji Tata, was the only son to his parents, being born in 1839 and therefore was 93 years before Dhirubhai Ambani. Like Ambani, he was born in Gujarat, the state which is also known as Jewel of the West. Jamshedji's grandfather was the first entrepreneur in a very long line of Parsi priests, which was instrumental in shaping Jamshedji's mind for business. Upon graduating from Elphinstone College in 1958, he helped his father in his trading business. When his father's business collapsed, he learned valuable lesson as to why businesses fail. His extensive travel through Europe before and after graduation added to his business experience. At the age of 29 in the year 1868, he founded his own trading company. He purchased a bankrupt oil mill that was outskirts of Bombay and converted it for cotton production. After the success of Alexandra Mill, he sold it for a good profit. Jamshedji's first goal was to build an iron and steel plant, and that goal came true when Indian geologist Pramatha Nath Bose helped discovering iron ore deposits in the state of Mayurbhanj. The Tata Iron and Steel Company therefore was established in 1904. Soon construction of the plant began at the village of Sakchi, now the state of Jharkhand. In the same year, Jamshedji was traveling to Germany on business. Tragically, the 65-year-old succumbed to his illness. 3 years later, Dorab Tata, the eldest son of Jamshedji Tata and R.D. Tata, Dorab's cousin, supervised the formal completion of Tata Iron and Steel Company. By 1939, Tatas were operating the largest steel mill in the British Empire. Interesting fact, J.R.D. Tata, the nephew of Jamshedji Tata, became the chairman of Tata Group in 1938. Earlier in the year 1932, when Dorab Tata passed away, his close associate Nauroji Saklat Bala became the chairman until 1938. Ratan Tata, who is the most respected businessman in India, headed the company from 1991 to 2021. Meanwhile, Jamshedji's second goal came through after his death, the construction of a hydroelectric plant in 1910 in the Western Ghat. Jamshedji's third goal was to establish a world-class science institute in India. That goal was realized in 1911 in Bangalore as Indian Institute of Science opened its door. The more we say about the Tatas, the lesser we know.